Hello, hello, Diabetes Zone, bag of bones. Happy Monday, everyone. On my way to work right now. Feeling alright. Woke up kind of nauseous. Had some ginger tea. Had some oatmeal. Some strawberry and cream oatmeal. Yeah, decent. And a nice cup of water. And feeling alright. Self-medicated, you know what I'm saying? Boom. That's kind of what I want to reach out and talk to you guys about this morning. I wanted to talk about like kind of my morning routine and how it's kind of, I've molded my morning to kind of work for me, you know? And now it's, you know, I'm able to function and not be sick all morning. So what I like to do is if I'm nauseous in the morning, real nauseous, I get some tea. I used to never drink tea. The only time I'd ever see tea is at a Chinese restaurant. You know what I'm saying? But now I drink tea. I've noticed that I get one that's called Ginger Aid. I got it at Shaw's, I believe. And you can really taste the ginger in it, the spice when you drink it. So I feel like that one works the best for me, and it doesn't have that black licorice taste in the back of your throat. I don't dig that. I'm not a fan of black licorice. So I'll have some tea. Then when I'm not so nauseous, you know, I'll sip some water, some regular water, because it's good to stay hydrated. It really is. It's like huge, especially with the gastroparesis and the diabetes, but definitely with the gastroparesis, because it gets your stomach working in the way it should, you know. And I think that's what's so great about the tea is that it's so, you know, it being hot and with the ginger, it kind of kickstarts your stomach in the morning and gets it kind of moving and doing its thing. So when you are able to eat, it'll actually try to digest the food if your, you know, blood sugar is regulated the way it should be. That's another thing too. If my blood sugar's too high, I won't even bother eating, because 99% of the time I'll just throw it up. So I mean, that's how it is with me. I don't know if it is with you guys, but you know. That I've noticed that works. Even if I'm starving, I'll wait to eat just so I don't have to deal with it. It may sound weird, but I do some meditation now. I started meditating when I quit drinking a few years back. I used to drink quite a bit until I realized how horrible it is and how horrible I was acting. So I totally changed my life around in that aspect. And then I started meditating, and I realized it was good for like my mind. And then when I started getting really sick, the breathing actually helped my stomach. There's like certain breathing routines or whatever you want to call it that you can do that'll actually get your stomach working. Like when I breathe, take a deep breath in and hold it maybe for 10-15 seconds, I can actually feel my stomach like starting to work and like moving and making noises, and it's weird, but it actually literally does work. And when you take a deep breath, make sure you push your stomach out. When you take a deep breath, your stomach should be out, and maybe it gives you more room, maybe it gives your organs more room to work. I don't really know, I'm not like a doctor or whatever, but I noticed it works for me, so it might work for you. I also wanted to say, I know there's a lot of people that may have it a lot worse than me, you know? Some people can't eat at all. They're on a strict liquid diet, and they just have it way worse, you know? And their stomach like don't work at all. And I understand that there's nothing I can really do to help those people, you know? I wish I could, and there's maybe one thing that I might say that will help in some aspect of it. Maybe not diet, but maybe some other aspect. And you know, I know there's people out there though that do have it like me and are at a point where their stomach does work, just not as good as it should. So I mean, you're the people that I'm targeting, really, the ones that can relate the most to me, but I'm targeting everybody with it, because maybe, like I said, one thing, you know, that I didn't even maybe think of, you know, you'll try, and even if you're on a strict diet, it'll still help with the nausea or something, you know, because that's really the worst. That's really the worst. Unless you have this disease, you don't really understand it. I mean, yeah, you can be like, you know, I get it, you're nauseous, whatever, but every day, and some people every day, all day, like, no, it's insane. But that's why I'm here, and hopefully we can help and get through this together, you know what I'm saying? So stay hydrated, keep your blood sugars regulated, cut your portions in half, try to eat vegetables and fruit with your meal. I mean, even if it doesn't matter what you're eating, try to add some type of vegetable or fruit. And what I also do is I try to drink water with my meals. That way, because I'm not like a wicked water fan, so I notice when I'm eating, when I'm drinking something when I eat, I tend to drink more of it. So if it's water, I'm getting more water than I normally would, because I'm not going to sit there and sip it. I'll sip a soda all day, but I ain't going to sit there and sip water, you know. So that's a little trick that I do. Happy Monday morning to everybody. Hopefully some of these things can help you out. If you have any comments or questions or anything like that, leave them below. Subscribe if you know anybody that's suffering. Let's stop the suffering. Let's start living. All right, let's do this together. Joshua Johnson, Diabetes' own bag of bones, signing off. See you tomorrow, guys. Stay positive, all right?